Hi everyone, my name is Christiana and I am from Teenage Mental Love. And basically, this is like a support site where you can feel that you're uplifted and you can feel that you're not alone. We love to support everyone, we love to show everyone that they're beautiful, they're kind, and everything. And I'm here with the amazing Cameron Davis, and I'm going to link all of his social media, his TikTok, and everything down below.
Hi.
Yes, and I'm going to link my website down below and all my stuff. So, yes, so I hope you guys enjoy, and we're going to get right into the interview. Yes, I firstly wanted to ask you, Cameron, how are you doing? Like mentally, how are you doing with life and everything?
Oh, okay, we're getting right into it.
Yeah.
I've been good. I've been in a good spot. I feel like obviously I have really bad anxiety. But so I do have like a couple down days here and there. But at the end of the day, like I do pull through and I do wake up okay, and that's what matters. And I just remind myself like, hey, everything's gonna be all right. Because I tend to do this thing where I overthink a lot. Like it's really bad to a point where I'll literally start shaking and it's really bad. But I just remind myself that it's in my head. I think that's important, and it's important to remind yourself that some things are just in your head, and you have to take a step back and be like, hey, this is reality, everything's okay. So I think that's really
Yeah,
important.
that's wonderful. Wow, that's I love your outlook on that because I know it can be really hard to deal with those things, and especially when it comes to school. Like I know that I believe you graduated, so I know you're going off
Mm-hmm.
to college, but I know like even during high school, like you can overthink so much, like it can get so stressful, overwhelming, like it's endless. Yes, and I wanted to also ask you if you ever struggled anything with anything. I know you said you had anxiety, you have anxiety, but I want to also ask if you ever struggled with anything else.
Um, I feel like with everything else, it's never really affected me that much
Mm-hmm.
before. Like with with things that people also struggle with. But for me, my main thing is anxiety, and I never really struggled with anything else. I'm grateful to say, and I'm blessed I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wow, that's yes. Okay, I'm so happy to hear that. And I wanted to also ask you, what was it like growing up? Like, what was your life like growing up, and how you feel?
Well, I was really blessed and grateful to live in a nice house in a nice neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
in a small town that was really nice and put together. And I feel like that did help. And I did have a great childhood, which I'm really happy to say I have, because I know some people really haven't had the best childhood. And I feel like in middle school, it was probably hardest for me because I had no friends, and people did make fun of me. People did talk about me. And it really, like, middle school was when I realized I did have like social anxiety, and that I feel like that kind of like low key had a big impact on me because I had no friends in any of my classes. I sat by myself at lunch a lot. Sometimes I would, in high school, I would literally go to the bathroom and eat because I didn't have anyone to sit with. And yeah, I feel like that kind of like implemented how I have anxiety today. And in high school, I kind of did start being more of an extrovert, I guess. Like, of course, I still had, I was still anxious, but I still went out and made friends and made friends with their friends and everything. So high school was better for me. But I am a bit insecure, but I feel like at the end of the day, that is just me overthinking again.
Oh,
And everyone does have their flaws. But yeah, that was pretty much what it was like growing up for me mentally. But everything else I feel like was good.
yeah. Well, that's amazing. You're really strong. Like, I know that's really hard to go through. And I wanted to also ask you, I know you have, you said social anxiety and everything, and growing up in middle school being bullied. Does TikTok ever help you with that? Like, just being like a way to get out of your comfort zone?
Um, Oh, that's a okay. I'm gonna be honest. So basically, TikTok is it is an escape whenever I create.
Mm-hmm.
It's escape whenever I create and push out content and people love it, and it's escape wherever I just think like, oh, like this is funny. Let me post this, and like I just love creating content in general. But however, there is a double-sided sword to that because also there's going to be haters. There's going to be people in your comments saying like, "This isn't funny. You shouldn't do this. Take this down. Like this isn't funny." And just people hating, finding any reason to hate, and like even coming for my looks, my voice, etc. And I feel like So there is a downside to that, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I love. I still like TikTok and social media in general, and me creating content is my safe zone, and it is what makes me happy. So of course, I'm going to keep doing that no matter what.
Yes, wow. And I love that so much. And I wanted to say again, like, that is really inspiring. And I love your videos. Like, I find them so funny. Especially, I
Thank
remember
you.
you're the one where you were at your graduation and you like reached out your hand. That one was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. Oh, I love that one.
Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah.
so embarrassing. Because like usually, like growing up, like I like you see in movies every day, like you're like trained to think that like, oh, when you go on stage, give the principal diploma, shake
Yeah.
hand. I forgot we were in a pandemic, and then he was like, oh, and I was
Yeah.
like, it was
Yeah.
so awkward.
Yeah.
It was so silent, and I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes. But and that's why I think like that's so inspiring that like even though people still comment stuff like that, like you still make your videos and there are people out there who find them funny. You have like 200 and I think 50,000 followers, which is amazing. And yes, I also wanted to ask you,
Thank
yeah,
you.
of course, yes. Do you remember your first TikTok that you made that went viral?
That went viral. Okay, yes, I remember the first one that went viral. Well, there was kind of levels to it. There's one that got like 20,000 views, and I remember I thought that was so much back then, which it still is a lot. But like, um, I thought it was so much. I remember I was in school shaking, and then I was on my college tour also like shaking because I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, it's happening. But then my first one that got like a million views was me. Gosh, it's so long ago. It feels so long ago, but it was in like February.
Yeah.
But it was me in my car doing a joke about me running over my English teacher or something, and it went viral. But it got like a million views, and I was so happy. I was so excited. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was just mainly happy, not for like the clout or whatever. I was happy that people were watching what I was creating.
Of course, yeah. Wow, that's amazing. And I wanted to, oh, and also, do you think that you're ever going to make a YouTube channel?
Oh, I have a YouTube
Oh,
channel.
you do? Oh, wow, I couldn't even find, I was like looking for, I was like, wait,
Mm-hmm.
because like, you know, how some people link it and I only saw your Instagram, so I didn't know. But that's so great. Great. That's
Mm-hmm.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So basically, I actually started doing YouTube before I started doing TikTok. It's just
Mm,
YouTube. I was in school at the same time, and it's like I really am a perfectionist when it comes to my videos, and I try to make 10-minute long videos. So editing was really hard to do while I was in school and to be consistent. So TikTok came out, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just create on TikTok. Meanwhile, and then now that it's summer, I really want to start creating on YouTube more. I last posted last month, but basically you just search Cameron Davis and I'll come up. It's just like people I feel like will search my TikTok name and it doesn't come up.
Yeah, I think, yes, I think that's probably what happened with me too. And I wanted to say also, I know it's so nice. So I wanted to, like, having your followers and everything. What's it like having a community of people like who support you and watch your videos daily?
Um, I know I'm not that big at the moment. However, it is really heartwarming to see that even if it is a smaller group of people, that they do care to watch me, that they do love the content I love creating. They do love it, and they're always there to support me. They love everything I put out, and that means so much, like genuinely, because it motivates me to keep going and to keep creating content that people love and to keep entertaining. And I love that so much. I'm so grateful for them.
That's wonderful. And and also, for example, I know you said that there are the people who are haters and who will have those mean comments to say. Do you have any advice for people who are, I don't know, maybe on Instagram, TikTok, and like they post something and all they're getting are hate comments? Do you have any advice for someone like
At the end of the day, most people that do comment hate, and this is how I look at it,
that?
when people comment hate, they usually like just they see you as a thing, not a person. Like they just see you as a thing that they'll never see in real life. It's just a comment. Like they'll comment something on their mind, and they won't think about it the rest of the day. However, you will. So I think about it as like, oh, they're probably going to forget that they even commented that. So why should it affect the rest of
Wow.
my day? You
Yeah,
know.
of course.
And at the end of the day, it's like you know who you are. You know that that's not true. Whatever they're saying, you know that you're better than that. So don't stress about it.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm still trying to take my own advice. Don't get me wrong.
Yes, yes, I hear you, but that's amazing advice because I know some people always use the you know yourself, you know that's not you, but like I never really hear people say that they're just thinking what's on their head and then they don't think about it again. So why should you? I really love that. That's like wonderful to me. Like that's
Thank you.
really cool. Yes, and also do you ever feel overwhelmed like, producing content or like wondering if it's going to be gain as many views or something?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect you to ask that. Yeah, I actually do. I was actually thinking about that last night because I felt like I was in my car trying to think of all these ideas. I'm like, what's different? What can I get people to laugh at? What can I make? How can I make people's day? But like it also do well. And none of my videos yesterday really did that well. Like they did okay, but they didn't do as well as I wanted them to. And I actually had to take a few. I had to private a few because I was like, they didn't do that well. But at the end of the day, I feel like you should be creating content that you love,
Of course.
and if people like it, then they like it. But of course, I do feel pressure to perform better than my last videos did. So I feel like a bad week in like views or whatever doesn't define my whole content, and I know I can do better. I have the ability to do better, so I will do better.
Yeah, and that's wonderful. And the fact that like your videos 1.3 million, that's amazing. And I know it keeps on gaining and gaining, and that's like wonderful and such a huge accomplishment. And I also wanted to ask you, do you remember what inspired you to make a TikTok, just an account or even started videos?
Okay, so basically, I joined right when kind of it was being more normalized because at first when TikTok was the thing, like everybody made fun of it. Like if you like you can watch TikTok, but like if you actually like were on it constantly and made content, like people would laugh at you. I joined when that was kind of like ending, like people were kind of hopping on it more. And one day I was like, all my friends were talking about it, so I was like, fine, I guess I'll get on on it. And it was like a school night too, and I decided to get on. And oh my gosh, my For You page, I was on it till like 3 a.m. I never stay up that late, but I was like on it till 3 a.m. on a school night, and I was like, I get it now. Like I get it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is kind of fun. Like I kind of want to make one now. So then I started making them. And I tried like POVs dancing videos, and I was like, this isn't for me. They weren't doing well. I didn't feel like myself doing them. So then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just do what I love. I'm gonna just talk to the camera.
Yeah.
And then that's what started doing well, and that's what people liked about me, and that's where I was most comfortable. So
yes, and and you made a platform from that, and that's so great because I feel like honestly when mainstream things happen, everyone wants to flow because like they see like, oh, Charlie dancing, she's has what 75 million followers. Let me dance because then like they want to go with what's mainstream, and I really love that. And
that's exactly what I did. I was like,
yes, and I completely understand. Like I feel like so many people do that, and it's understandable. But like it's sometimes you just have to be yourself. That's the best way to go. And lastly, I wanted to say, oh, do you have any advice for anyone who's going through social anxiety, has been bullied, and they're trying to push through anything?
At the end of the day, those people that are bullying you are probably just insecure themselves. And I know that's so cliche, but it's so true that they take out their own hate on themselves and make themselves feel better by hating on you. And I think that's important to remember because just remember that like you control your own life and don't let the people bother you by what they have to say, because at the end of the day what they have to say does not affect you. It doesn't affect you at all. Like don't let it affect you. I know it's easier said than done, but it's so important. And as to social anxiety, like I feel it's hard for me to give advice on that because I still have it, but just remember, just if people don't like you next, like who cares? And just like try to be as outgoing as possible, make friends, because once you make those friends, then they'll stick by you, and then they'll help you go to events and everything, go to football games, and you'll have people to sit with at lunch. Just try to take the first step.
Yes, wow, that's so great. You're really inspiring, and your words are perfect. Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
And I wanted to say thank you so much for sitting and letting me interview you today. I had a great time, and like I said, everything that you said was wonderful. And I just want to say to everyone watching, please check out Cameron Davis's TikTok channel and his YouTube channel and his Instagram page. I'll link it all down below, and then I'll also put my Instagram and my website down below, and I hope you guys check it out, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and just remember that you're not alone, you're loved, and you're cared for always, and thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Yeah, thank you.
Bye guys, thank you guys so much.